Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Emma and today I'm going to be telling you how to score your dream clients. This video is more for freelancers and people looking to branch into the world of freelance, but I think every business owner could kind of benefit from learning how to snag a dream client or two. So it's all good stuff really, isn't it? I have been incredibly lucky since starting my business a year and a half ago to have scored gigs with some of my ultimate clients, people I never in a million years dreamed I'd get to work with. Sometimes I still have to pinch myself when I think back on it, and most of those opportunities came out of the fact that I wasn't afraid to go out and just ask for it. Sometimes that's all it takes, is for you to have the balls to actually approach them and say, I'm really digging you, I like your stuff, I'd love to work with you, hit me up. So I'm going to take you through my process, how I go about it, and how you can do it too, and hopefully you're going to score some bitchin' clients, and I'm going to get a shit ton of comments in the box below to tell me all about how successful you were. The first thing I'll say about picking and approaching your dream clients is to choose them carefully. This is more to do with your own writing niche and your portfolio, and just making sure that the brand you're approaching fits with your overall business theme, as it were. If you're a technical writer, it's no good pitching a cosmetic client because they don't really fit with your writing niche, and your whole business brand and marketability fits around your niche. So it's going to feel kind of weird and off base and really out there to have somebody like that plonk in your portfolio if you manage to get the work. When you're approaching them, they might hit your site and take a look through your stuff and think, wait a minute, this person's a medical writer or a UX writer or a technical writer, and I'm a gluten-free bread company. Why the hell are they talking to me? It's obvious they don't know anything about my industry or my business. This feels really weird. So unfortunately, sometimes you do have to hang those dreams up if the client isn't really in your professional niche. It's just something to think about maybe before you go and put yourself out there, just in terms of your long-term business plan as well. So really think about, weigh up the pros and cons of who your dream client is compared with your business outlook and your long-term business plans before you go out and pitch. Next up is to do your research. This takes the most time out of everything, but it's absolutely 100% necessary if you're going to be successful. There are a number of clients that I would love to work with, but after doing a little bit of digging around, it turned out that maybe I wasn't the right fit, or it just wasn't going to work out long term, so I did not approach them and I didn't go for that. The way you can do this is to hit their website, go through the About Us page, find out a little bit about the company history, who started it, what their ethos is, how they like to work, dig through their portfolio and take a really good look at some of the things that they've worked on in the past, because it might be that you see things and you think, actually wait a minute, it sounded like a great idea to work with them, but maybe it's not a good fit. Or, you know, on closer inspection it's not so good, or on closer inspection it's a perfect freaking fit. Either way, as you're going through doing this research, you'll be able to pick out a couple of key areas where you know damn right you can add value, and that's what's going to come into play much later on when you write your cold pitch introduction email. So be looking through the site, squirreling away a lot of different pieces of intel that you can use to pitch yourself. And also find out a bit more about the company. It also helps to visit the LinkedIn page, maybe do a bit of sleuthing online, figure out who you should be emailing, because that is incredibly important. It's no good hitting the site, heading straight to the contact us form, filling it out and sending it off without another word. It has to be a personalised message, and if possible, sent to the right person. So do make sure that you do your research. It's also useful to figure out how big the team is and whether or not they already work with freelancers, or whether or not they already work with agencies, what the team structure looks like. This is all great info for later on when you're pitching. It shows that you really do care and you really do know your stuff. Now comes the cold pitch email. I've already done a video on cold pitch emailing. It is one of the ways that I've managed to build up my client base, one of the ways I've managed to snag really wicked clients. I swear by it. Cold pitching is my jam, and it sounds like it's not going to work. The idea is mental, but I promise you it really does work. So this is how you're going to do your cold pitch email. First up, personalization is absolutely freaking key. I cannot emphasize that enough. If an email hits their inbox and it looks like a template that you've just copied and sent, copied and sent, copied and sent to every Tom, Dick and Harry out there, it's not going to be impressive whatsoever. They're not going to give a shit. In the research stage, if you have managed to find out who you should email, address the email directly to them. It also pays not to get sycophantic or launch into a big long thing about who you are and why you love them. That's brilliant, you know, and I'm sure they really appreciate it on a fandom level, but that's not what we're here for today. We're here to sell ourselves, to make sure that they know that we are right for them and that they're going to hire us. So aside from the pleasantries of I hope you're well, or, you know, hi, get right down to it. My name is Emma, I'm a freelance copywriter, and I really think that I could help you out with X, Y and Z. You know exactly what X, Y and Z are going to be because you did your research, you went to the site. Oh, I see you do a lot of print marketing, I love print marketing, I'm really into your product and I'd love to be able to help you with the blog because I see you haven't uploaded anything since January. I see you've got a news section, do you need any help with that? If you ever need, I see that you work with freelancers on a regular basis, but if you do ever need any extra resource, I really would be happy to step in. Or if you have any overflow you need someone to take care of, I'd love to help you with that. Just to show that you've done your research, you know how they work, you appreciate the fact they already have a writer or a designer or whatever, but you still would really love to be able to help. I think that companies are much more inclined to go back to somebody that has approached them, that they know has a passion for the brand and has already done their research and is already super freaking keen to step in, rather than just some randomer that they found on Upwork or whatever. They're much more likely to choose you when the need arises. So aside from specifically detailing exactly how you can help them, you're also going to need to pop in there your contact information, your availability, your day rate, just so that they don't have to scurry around for that information. It's going to inform their decision later on down the line. They'll think, well, actually, you know, they charge this much, but they're really up for it, so I'm going to reach out and contact them. They already have the info that they need to make a decision. When you come to the end of your email, sign off with a clear call to action, just like you would in a marketing email. I'd love it if you get in touch, you can reach me on this number. Or I'd love to have a chat and maybe work out whether or not this is viable. Please contact me. Just to show that you're open to it, you're kind of actively going after it, you're hungry for it. You're not giving a generic overall, oh, well, I hope you have a nice day, take care, bye. That's not stirring them into any kind of action. You need to show that you are keen and you are ready for them to reach out. So make sure that you do that at the end of your email. Finally, what you're going to do is comb through the whole thing, check it for any errors, because that is a huge one. Check it for any extra bulk that doesn't need to be there and just gets in the way of them cutting to the chase and finding out who you are and what you want and what you can offer. And also get rid of any weak ass words that are going to make you sound like a snivelling loser. I've written an entire blog post on what these words are, how to find them and how to get rid of them. But it's basic phrases like, oh, would it be okay if, I thought it would be nice. You don't want to say any of that shit. You're going for it. I think I would be right for your company because. Not, I think we could be great together. That's great. I would be right for you because. It would be amazing if you would reach out and get in touch. No, fuck that. Please contact me on blah 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 blah. You're not asking permission, you're not making excuses, you're not coming in all meek, oh I know I'm no good and you're amazing but please work with me. No, you're saying I am fucking amazing at what I do, I fucking love what you do, together I think we can make some fucking magic. Go out for it, don't be apologetic, screw that, you know, nobody wants to work with a wimpy loser. So comb through, find those words, scrap them. Don't need them. They make you sound like a freak. So you've sent your email, you've given them links to your portfolio, they know how to get hold of you, how much you are, how you can help, who you are, what you are. You've taken the time to write a really catchy subject line, because that's also really important. They're not going to open it if they don't know what the benefit is. I tend to go with something that's kind of like freelance copywriter at your service, or do you need a hand with X, so that they can see who I am, what I am, and what's being offered. So they don't have to click through to find any information, and it's not really vague and looks irrelevant, because vague subject lines or things that are overly conceptual tend to look like a whole lot of nothing in the inbox. If you're going through the inbox, you're looking for what you need right here, right now. If you see something that's not particularly relevant, you're not going to click on that shit. So make sure that they know exactly what's going to be in the email, so that when they do need it, or when they think, oh shit, freelance copywriter, they can find it. So actually that's another pretty big tip that I probably should have mentioned in the section about writing the email, but at least you know it now, right? If you've got any questions that you'd like to ask me, you can pop a comment below or find me on Twitter at ejcownley, and I will happily answer them for you. If you've got any videos that you'd like me to make for you, you can also request them on Twitter or in the comments below, and I'll do that. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe, or tap the bell for notifications every time I publish a video. But you're pretty much guaranteed, if you come here to YouTube on 7 o'clock on a Friday, there will be a new video waiting for you, unless I've died or have been kidnapped. Until next week, take care, see you soon.